You are now experiencing the Digital Life with Kevin Lockett.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Digital Life. On today's show, I talked to director Byron Hurt, who was recently in town to talk about his movie, Soul Food Junkies. During my talk with Byron, we discussed movie making, film directors you should check out, as well as his favorite app. I had a great time talking to Byron Hurt, and I hope you enjoyed as well. So without further ado, here's my conversation with documentarian Byron Hurt. Okay, we're here with Byron Hurt. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. Do you have any tips for aspiring filmmakers?
My tips for aspiring filmmakers is to do everything that you can to learn your craft, respect your craft, and produce as much as you can, create as much as you can so that you can perfect your craft. Also, to do internships, production assistantships, and learn from other more experienced filmmakers so that you could learn from their mistakes and you can basically build upon the work that has been created before you, but then also carve out your own voice and your own space as a filmmaker.
And what have you learned as a filmmaker since your first film?
That filmmaking is hard.
In what way?
Films, especially independent documentary films, are very challenging to get made. They cost a lot of money. They take a lot of time to make. It requires a level of determination and persistence and perseverance that is extraordinary, which is why I think a lot of people don't make their films or don't get their films done. And it's a very difficult craft to master. And I've also learned that in order to do a great job as a filmmaker, you must respect the process of making a film. You must respect the process of doing research and development, pre-production, production, post-production, and then marketing and distributing your film. These are all phases of making a film that are very, very important. And if you don't pay enough attention to each aspect, it's gonna hurt you in the long run. So you have to have a healthy respect for the process of making a film and figure out how you can make a film in the most efficient ways and not waste time and money.
What type of cameras do you use on your documentaries?
For my previous film, I used a Canon 7D and a Canon 5D. For my next film, I plan on using the Canon, I think it's the 5300 or something like that, the Canon 5300. So I haven't really started using that camera yet, but I've been told by my directors of photography that that's a great camera to use.
And what's the next film?
My next film is about hazing.
Have you started working on that, or?
I've started working on it, but I have a long way to go before I'm actually finished.
Okay, and what type of apps and gadgets do you use?
Oh man, my favorite app? Pandora. I mean, I don't know. Like, I listen to a lot of old school hip hop, what's considered to be old school hip hop. Sometimes I listen to what's out there right now, but most of the time I'm listening to like my favorite artists, like Nas and Jay-Z and Common and Lauryn Hill, artists like that, Talib Kweli.
Okay. And finally, are there any documentarians or documentaries that people should check out?
I think if anyone out there is looking for great documentaries made by great documentary filmmakers, I would take a look at the work of Marlon Riggs, Stanley Nelson, Orlando Bagwell, Shala Lynch, Lorenz Grant, Yoruba Richin, Thomas Allen Harris. I don't know if I said him already, but those are some of the filmmakers that I would highly suggest that people check out.
And people need to check you out. Where can they go?
They can go to my website at www.bhurt.com, www.bhurt.com.
I want to thank Byron Hurt for being a great guest on The Digital Life. Make sure you check out his website, bhurt.com. That's bhurt.com to learn more about Byron and his great documentaries, which also includes hip-hop beyond beats and rhymes. Before I go, I have a Twitter question for you. Tweet me at Kevin Lockett and tell me which documentaries I should check out. Use the hashtag KDoc. That's the hashtag KDoc. And tell me which documentaries I should check out. All right, everybody. It's The Digital Life. I'm Kevin Lockett, and I'm out.
The Digital Life with Kevin Lockett.